I see you in my dreams. Seems like you never.
BlazeBodyz! What's up, all? Today's Thursday. Happy week. It's been a weird week. I got a lot of people away on vacation. Although I still have been pretty consistent here. Next week will be a tidal wave as they all return, all tropical and tanned up and rested. And there's some people that's gonna be in some serious trouble. I hope they're ready. Anyway, thanks for coming by again. And as far as talking about a few things today, I want to talk about the subject of who do you believe? Who is it that you look at or go online or whatever? You know, almost like talking about last week when we were talking about who inspires you. Who is that person that inspires you? And who do you believe as far as information, as far as knowledge, as far as, because as you know, my God, it's countless YouTube channels out there. There's so much media out there, and you know, in relation to the fitness industry and information and weight loss and weight gain and putting on muscle and this and that and everyone does it different. Everyone has their videos of them working out or talking about particular subjects like me and like with myself, I've been trying over the last couple of years here not to just get into specific information. Occasionally I will, but it's more, I try to more get into the psychological aspect of things, because it's, you know, overall, besides the 90% of the battle being diet, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's 90% plus psychological. So I always try to get into that stuff. But in relation to who do you exactly believe, or, you know, because I personally watch about 5 different YouTube channels. These particular people, just they are ones that I trust as far as what they have to say, and they're very charismatic and fun people to watch. And they all have their place, and they all know what they're talking about. I agree and disagree with all of them on a lot of things, and that's the great thing about this industry, is that you can respectfully disagree and still get along. Because quite honestly, I disagree with most of the stuff that's out there, and I'm not saying that I have all the answers. I don't. All I personally have are life experiences in this particular field, because this is all I've done my whole entire life. My whole life, I've either been competing, training people for shows, training people, managing gyms, living in gyms. Long before I even started working out, I was always exercising. It's been my whole life. So all I have to offer is what I know personally and what I've witnessed on people. So if one would want to take what I have to say respectfully and seriously, then I would appreciate it. And if you don't agree, that's fine with me too. But unfortunately, out there are individuals who are coaching or training people for competitions. Now, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different universe in the prep game for a competition. It's, you know, there are, again, with people out there disagreeing, they would say that it doesn't have to be so strategic. It doesn't have to be so scientific, and meal timing is not important, and so on and so forth, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's meal timing, keeping track of calories, manipulation of macronutrients, manipulation of training protocol in conjunction with manipulation of things. it's all strategic, and it all has to be organized, especially in conjunction with getting ready for a competition. So if your intention is to hire someone for a show to train you for a competition, you better please do your research. And I'm not talking bad. I'm not disrespecting any other person out there in particular, or anyone for that matter. I'm just saying that if you don't have at least yourself, if you're the coach or the trainer or whatever you're calling yourself, and you don't have at least 5 contests that you've done yourself under your belts, at least 5, you have no business training people for shows at all. You can train them in the gym, you can train them like almost like they were going to do a show, but if you have no place or business training someone for a show, unless you've walked the walk, unless you've suffered and sacrificed and endured the day-to-day hell that goes into training for a competition and getting to that particular day, in either doing really well or failing. Well, there's no such thing as failing, because failing is a learning experience. A fail is a win. But for that matter, getting to that day, whether it be victorious with a win or you're victorious no matter what if you made it to that day. But if you have not done that, you have no business training people for a show. So as far as people looking to people to believe for information, sure, you can get some general information and even a little bit of specifics out there, and it's up to you to decipher which one you want to go with. And quite honestly, I would listen to all of them and make your own determinations, because no one's really right and no one's really wrong. You have to just try it on yourself. But getting involved in competition is a whole different ballgame, and you got to really take that seriously, because you're going to spend a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of feeling like ass in making it to that day. And you want someone to get you through that, guide you through that process. So, do your research, people. I mean, I've heard other trainers on YouTube channels talking about similar things, and nobody out there is wanting to be disrespectful to any other trainer. I certainly never would, because I wouldn't want people talking about me. And again, I've said it before, I don't have all the answers. I just have what I know, what I've seen and witnessed on myself and my clients over the last 20, 30 years, over 30 years really. So I've seen a lot. I've personally tried every single possible, conceivable method there is with training. As far as diet, as far as contest preparation, I personally have experimented and designed and engineered. I can't even tell you how many different variations and ways, because everybody's different. Every single person is different. But I did that on my own, and I did that with people, and I've tried it with people and myself, and so I know what little knowledge I know to be true, and that's with me. Okay, and there are amazing people out there that know what they're doing too. So look it up and be very, very cautious, because if you have made the decision, like, I'm going to do a show, good for you. It'll be one of the most amazing experiences in your life, whether you end up liking it or not. That particular journey is one of serious work involved, and it's not going to be easy. It will not be. It will be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, and you will feel so freaking proud of yourself at making it to that day. Even if you only did one the rest of your life, you'll always remember that time. But if you want to have if you choose to have someone help you with that, you better put a lot of thought into who's going to help you do that. All right. So listen, I'm going to leave it at that. And again, speaking of the particular channels that I watch on YouTube, I'm going to give some kudos out to several people that you might want to watch yourself, because I watch this stuff all the time. I would go on Jerry Ward's YouTube channel. He also, it's Jerry Ward BioS 3 training. Go on the Tigerfitness, which is Marc Lobliner's page. He's funny. He knows what he's talking about as well. I also like watching Rich Piana from 5% Nutrition. The guy's a freak. He's got a lot. He's an old dude like me, and he's got a lot of experience. That's more, he gets a lot more into other things pertaining to steroids and stuff like that, but not so much anymore. But he's crazy, and he's awesome. And then there are other people too, like Betty Rocker. If you want to, she's full of energy. She's got a lot going on with her personal training business, and she's got some great stuff on there. So all those there are the ones that I watch, and they're pretty cool people. And I've communicated or corresponded with a bunch of them, just giving my props to them. And I'm just some little trainer up here in New Hampshire, so I don't consider myself to their caliber of placement in the industry, but I think we're all in the same battlefield together as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I hope you all have an amazing weekend. They're talking 80s next week. Oh, that's exciting. And so get out there, get to the gym, rip it up, go outside, enjoy some sun, and we'll see you all next week.
You went through the fire, I stand inside and I get burned. You